Good evening. It is December 25th, 2021, here in Sarasota, Florida. Merry Christmas to everybody across the globe, although now it's the day after for half of the world. It's about 7 o'clock my local time, and today's episode 13 in Giving Myself Voice, is titled Honoring the Energy. This has a few layers of meaning for me. Most salient right now is simply, I feel as if a Mack truck hit me beginning yesterday, late morning, early afternoon. And it's taken me a very, very long time in this life to learn when to listen to my body and to just honor the energy. And in this case today, I had some plans, nothing traditional. My plans included going for a run and working at the farm, but there was no way that was happening. And I had the flexibility, thankfully, to just rest and sleep and read and cuddle with my cats and honor what clearly my body was saying, you need to rest. You need to kind of let up here for at least one day and not beat yourself up for whatever reason. Thankfully, this has gotten a lot easier in recent years. But as I said, it has taken a very long time to be okay with needing a day like this. The other layer of honoring your energy that I feel compelled to share about today is honoring the energy of, I'm very sensitive energetically. So oftentimes I feel I definitely pick up on the collectives, and you can substitute in whatever collective I'm talking about, whether it's the collective of, say, the farm energy, the collective of my immediate city in Sarasota, or the global collective. And on this day, obviously, there's a collective energy that I would still say the majority of people are likely celebrating in a more traditional way. Parties with family and friends and gifts and all of those things. Some totally analyzing and acknowledging and being with the ritual if they're tied to their faith and their religion. There is deep meaning, of course, for those people for today. And I feel it's important that even though that doesn't represent what my reality is, nor what it has been for a long time, I feel it's important to just sort of acknowledge it, kind of through the ethers, and respect it and be grateful that we all get to choose. We all get to choose what we're going to believe and how we're going to celebrate and how we're going to live our lives. And obviously there's a lot of momentum at this time of year for a collective that celebrates in a pretty distinct way. And I always pick up on that despite not celebrating in that way. And I just think it's a good exercise of honoring and respecting the energies outside of myself. And finally, I don't know if it's a blessing or if it's a curse, but I have a very powerful memory, very powerful memory. And despite how hard I try to totally be okay with where my life is and who I am and the fact that it isn't traditional and doesn't look like hardly anybody else from my family and friends network in my past, it creeps up on me a little bit this time of year because, as I mentioned a few videos ago, I loved Christmas as a kid. I loved spending time with my cousins on both sides, my Irish Catholic side where there was 20 of us first cousins, and on my Syrian Catholic side where there was only 9 of us, but always so much energy. And I loved it, loved that time of year and being with my family. And it still creeps up on me that I don't have a relationship with any of them present day. Now, a big reason for that is because I live 1,200 miles away from the majority of them. They're all over the country, but most are still in Michigan and a lot out west. So it creeps up on me this time of year, those memories and how much I loved this night. We mostly went to my Aunt Carol's for Christmas. And she's got this distinct house with this awesome basement. And we would just be, all the kids would disappear down there. We'd play hide and seek and we just would play all night long. And invariably, all the aunts would start singing. My mom has 6 sisters, and they would definitely get singing by, say, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And then we'd leave at like 12:30, sometimes 1 a.m. to drive home. And it was such a rich time. And those memories are so deeply ingrained in me. And they creep up on me. And it's hard for it to feel, I work to make it just a wonderful memory and not to feel badly about, comparing that memory to where I am today. But there's just only so much I find I can do with certain things. And this time of year, every time at this time of year, it gets easier. It is easier, but things definitely feel wonky. So perhaps that's why I'm feeling exhausted and out of sorts today. The spiritual community may call it ascension symptoms. I did have and participated in a pretty intense, ceremony of such, on the solstice in Miami. That's why I attended. So there were, we definitely engaged in some powerful things as a group energetically. So it very well could be related to that. So yeah, it's just a quieter, calmer day and just a lot of silence today and a lot of just being with myself, being with my cats who I adore and so grateful those beings are in my life, and allowing myself the downtime and being completely okay. Self-care, self-nurturing is essential. And that is not something that I have excelled in doing for myself in the past. And it's never too late to get better and to make changes. So it felt good to honor my energy today and to just let it be where it is. So that's it for tonight. I hope everybody had a magnificent holiday, however you celebrate it, whatever makes your heart sing in terms of what this time of year means or doesn't mean. I wish you nothing but peace and love and joy wherever you are, from here in sunny Florida. Have a wonderful rest of the year, and we will talk again in episode 14 tomorrow. Take care. Good night.